Hey guys, welcome back to Merit Aquatics. Today we want to talk about how to use a POTHOS plant in your aquarium, the reason why you do it, and how easy it is. You can get these at like Lowe's, Home Depot. I think this one was like $15, and it's got a ton of plants in them. So the way that they do these, like they'll just take cuttings and shove them in this dirt and they'll grow. Now there's two ways you can actually do this for your aquarium. The way that I'm going to do it is actually take it outside, knock all the dirt off of it, and then separate all the bound roots and separate all the roots out and put it in each tank. Now these plants do not like to be in the water. The leaves don't put them in water. Don't allow them to be in the water. All you really want is the roots. Now you see you have these aerial roots that are kicking off the plants right here. You can take and cut this at about this joint right here, like with a razor blade, something to get a good clean cut. And you can actually put this in your aquarium, and this aerial root will actually break off and start a plant. So you got all these, this POTHOS, you can get them everywhere, and there's all kinds of varieties of these. I like this one. It had some whites in it. It's got some really neat color. Now we'll be able to put this in every single one of our aquarium, and the benefit to this is these absolutely gobble up nitrites, and that's really good. It's going to really help keep our aquariums clean, and it pulls the nutrients out of the water column. So we have some that are established here. These come off of a setup that I purchased from a friend, and in this tank here now at their house, it's Snow Creek Aquatics. It's a friend of mine. She has really beautiful POTHOS vines and plants all throughout her building, and her tanks are perfect. So that's what we're going for here. Crystal clear water. Like this tank here is just being filtered by 275 gallon sponge filters. We probably have about 6 or 7 fish in here. Now we're going to get added filtration with plants. So I'm going to go outside and get these cleaned up. Alright, so we're just going to do this out here on my patio, or my driveway, I guess, walkway. I just want to gently pour this out. Now look at these roots. These roots are what we want. These roots are what's going to absorb all of the junk out of our aquariums. But we need to get all these bushes, all these sprouts untangled, because all of these sprouts are a different POTHOS plant, essentially. The way that I do it is take some water and rinse that dirt away from the roots, and then we're just going to gently pull these apart. This is going to work, and the good thing about doing it this way is your roots are already established. Otherwise you're going to have to wait a couple of months, 6 or 7 months. It could take up to get your roots really established by doing a cutting. Now once these get big and they start growing and they start really taking off, I will start doing some cuttings off of them, and I'll probably sell some. I'll give some away. I'll put them in my aquariums. By then I'm sure that we'll expand again. So as you see, like this is nothing more than a cutting. So this POTHOS here at one time was nothing more than a cutting. So let me go grab a bucket, because I don't want these to kind of get away from me. I've got my clean buckets. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about this soil on here. It shouldn't hurt the aquariums none. But now they'll go straight to getting their nutrients from our tank. You see how easy this was? I got this from Lowe's. I want to say, well, it was in the indoor section, and they were like $15. $15 for all this aquarium plants. Now it's not, labeled as aquarium plant, but these are excellent aquarium plants. And these are really bound up. I want to try to preserve as much of the roots as possible and try to get this untangled. So you see how root bound these things are inside those pots from like your local store? It's kind of sad seeing that. It's unbelievable. I mean, there are several different plants within the bucket. So that one's like growing into that one. I hate to break the roots, but it'll be okay. I mean, it'll just grow more. Now that's got some really nice root structure there. And you know, this is going to help. I mean, we better really load our aquariums up, and really, the more waste the fish produces, these things will thrive. And we are doing this in a sunroom, so they'll get plenty of light. I know a lot of people think that POTHOS do not need a lot of light. They will thrive without or with low light or artificial light, but they'll do really good in natural light. So we have both. I'm gonna get the rest of these untangled. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna put them in our aquarium. All right, so now that we've got everything lined up, what I'll do is I'll take like these old little heater clips. I don't normally use them anyways because we don't have to run a heater here, not until wintertime, and that's a long ways away. So I just take me like a little bit of wire with some string, and I'll leave plenty enough room on there to keep the plant happy when it grows. And I'm just going to wrap it around this, and I'll probably do 2 or 3 off of this one. Because we don't want any of the roots, or sorry, we don't want any of the leaves in the water. All we want is the roots. We might have to tinker with it before it'll stand up. Once it starts to grow and grow out, we can attach it to everything. So, see these guys here? All you need is this portion in the water. And that's just going to start soaking up all the bad stuff. I love doing this. I love planted tanks. And it's super easy. I mean, you see how many cuttings we got off of this. This right here will eventually grow and take over everything. I mean, I already have more than I need. Way more than I need. But I'm going to go ahead and spread these out, get them in the aquariums all throughout everything. And I'll show you guys how they look after we get everything planted. So I'm actually waiting on a shipment of stuff from my mom right now, some plants that we had growing in an off-site location. Alright guys, so check it out. These are the plants in the aquarium. Now this is one I just got from my mom's. So her well, or pretty much the well, has an overflow that goes into a smaller tank, and it's probably about 200 gallons, that other concrete tank is, and it just drains out into the, into the ground. But these plants right here grow in it, and we're not sure what they are, and it is just literally full of them. So occasionally I'll put them in the aquarium, and they turn out really pretty. So I did get some in this tank. Check out these guys. That one, our 20 gallon, that is overran with snails. I've got to figure out what fish will tear these snails up, because I've got to get these going. I've got 4 tiger barbs in here. I've never had these kind of fish before, so I'm actually learning how to keep these, and I'll do a video of these very soon. But yeah guys, also we did put some of the POTHOS over here. You can see that big male down there right now. That is a huge fish. So guys, we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Merit Aquatics.